into other news and notes from this weekend. Starting with the NBA, the Lakers will not make the playoffs. Is anyone surprised here?
Huh?
Yeah, you heard me right. The Lakers will not make the playoffs. I'm not completely surprised. We've been talking about this for weeks anyway. But I'm not completely surprised because LeBron took the hardest possible road to make it back to the finals. He went to a very young Lakers team with not a lot of experience, with Rondo, Tyson Chandler, that they added on later, and what's the tall guy from the Warriors, JaVale McGee. So if you put that roster on paper, anybody in this chat room cannot tell me with a straight face that they thought they were going to go to the playoffs. Confidently, nobody could say that. And if you could, you're delusional. So I'm not 100% surprised. Shout out to Big Kev in the building. So what is next for the circus of the Lakers? They're going to be going after somebody this summer. I don't know who exactly. Obviously AD, Kawhi. But I kind of actually am I'm kind of actually okay with not seeing LeBron in the playoffs for a couple of reasons. Number one, he's been in the finals for the past 9 seasons. The dude does need a break. I mean, I don't know if he's looking at it that way, but I'm looking at it that way. Also, I want to see somebody else in the finals. I don't want to see LeBron every single year in the finals. It's great. It's a great feat, no doubt about it. But I want to see another team go up against the Warriors, which we are officially going to see that this year. Will it be the Sixers? I think it should be. Will it be will it also be the Celtics? Maybe. So I'm intrigued to see who ends up facing. I think it's going to be the Warriors in the finals. Speaking of the Warriors, they lose to the lowly Mavericks. How did that happen? Well, Luka Doncic with another triple-double. Dirk with a season-high 21. You probably won't see Dirk score 21 at all for the rest of his career. So Dirk getting up for a big game. Steph didn't play. But that is, to me, that is no excuse why they should not have beat the brakes off the Mavericks. But I get it. The season's starting to slow down. There's no need for them to be trying, and this is the Warriors I'm talking about, there's no need for them to be trying to overdo. They're already in the playoffs, obviously. And we have, it looks like, 2 weeks left in the season. So that's going to start heating up. Devin Booker dropping 59. Devin Booker is a baller. I've said that before. I'll say it again. He's a baller on a horrible team. Now, can the Suns ever get better and get back to winning something? I don't think so. Who wants to go to Phoenix unless you get traded there? But Devin Booker continues to show how much of a player he is. And yes, Courtney Harden, appreciate you dropping that nugget in there. Jason Kidd is a serious candidate for the Lakers job. And this story says, if Walton gets fired. Okay, this is not a if. This is a when type situation. He is going to get fired. Okay? So it's a matter of when. Are they going to do it now? Or are they going to do it after the season's over? Or are they going to do it halfway through the last game? I mean, I don't know. But I know when he comes into that building one day, there will be a pink slip in his office or on his desk because he is gone. Gone! Exclamation point. Gone. He's out of there. And I don't think all the blame should be on him, but I do think he has not been doing a great job of corralling up these personalities and dealing with this trade That did not happen. So at the end of the day, Walton will not be on this team next year. He will not be the coach of this team next year. I think Jason Kidd is a great option. I would love to see that. Not just seeing it just because it's Jason Kidd, but seeing Jason Kidd on the sideline, coaching a legend in LeBron, he would also attract, I think, players to come there because it's Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is a legend in his own right. And what he would be able to pour into a point guard, whoever that point guard is going to be next year, if it is Lonzo, which I don't know if it's going to be, but I think that's going to be, I think that would be amazing to see him on that sideline. I would even love to see him as a coach of the Mavericks, but that's not going to happen. Or LeBron will be the player coach next year. LeBron's always the player coach. And I only say that out of respect because he has so much knowledge of the game that he sees things from a standpoint of a GM, of a player, and of a coach. So LeBron will always be a player coach, similar to a Jordan or similar to a Kobe. Always, I think. Did you see the horrible injury by the Trailblazers, Nurkic, has a compound fracture of the tibia and fibula. He was in gruesome pain. That's horrible. You never want to see that happen to anybody. So I hope that he gets back strong. I truly do. But let's take a very quick break. When we get back, we're going to dive deep into March Madness. Also, Benny Award winners, top performers of the weekend. Put those in the chat room. Whoever it is, I would definitely shout it out. Top performers of the weekend. But we will be right back. You're tuned into the Weekend Wrap-Up Show, special edition on this Tuesday on X Squad Radio.
Get your chance to win 2 tickets to the Dungeon Family. Yes, the Dungeon Family. It's Outcast, Goody CeeLo, Witch Doctor, Sleepy Brian, Cool Breeze, Backbone, Organized Noise, and live in Atlanta, April 20th at the Fabulous Fox Theater. Or win 2 dinner tickets for your choice with a value up to $120. All you need to do is go to xsquadaffiliates.com/contest.
Changing listening habits. We all hate when we have unexpected car problems. Well, I'm here to tell you about a viable solution. Bay 11 Auto and my man Melvin. You have emission problems? Brakes need changing? Transmission slipping? Is your car just driving sluggish? No problem is too big. I live on the other side of town and I drive over an hour to a guy that I trust. Melvin is honest, dependable, and definitely not in the business to break your pockets. Come see the official mechanic Melvin at Bay 11 Auto. You will be glad you did. You can reach him at 1455 General Arts Road, Conyers, Georgia, or 404-295-5715. That's 404-295-5715.
Welcome back to the Weekend Wrap-Up Show, episode 121. Final days of the X Squad Affiliates contest, where you can win dinner for 2 or tickets to the Dungeon Family concert. All you have to do, go to xsquadaffiliates.com/contest. Follow the rules to enter in. It is absolutely free. So final days, Friday is the last day. But we have the Sweet 16. It is official. The Sweet 16 is here. Is your team in it? or not in it? Let me know in the chat room. Is your team in it or not in it? So we got Gonzaga, Florida State, Tennessee, Purdue, Michigan, Texas Tech, Virginia, Oregon, Michigan State, LSU, UNC, Go Heels, Auburn, Duke, Virginia Tech, Kentucky, and Houston. Shout out to Sports and Hills. She was calling it that Houston was going to make a run, which they haven't been in the Sweet 16 since 1984, since they lost the 1984 title game. Shout out to Calvin Sampson, who was the coach at Houston. To me, that just shows his ability to coach, and that he is I think, a great head coach to be able to take Houston to where they are right now. So shout out to Calvin Sampson. Also, I got to ask, is your bracket busted? Is it completely busted? Do you have any way of salvaging this tournament? That is a question that I ask to you guys as well. My bracket definitely got busted a few times. UC Irvine, I don't know who would have picked that. Oregon, I believe Oregon beat someone in the first round. Yeah, so my bracket is pretty much busted. I think my final four that I picked is still intact. But it's extremely hard to be able to consistently and actually pick a final four. Yeah, it would be very interesting to see who gets into this final four. The real deal, Courtney, are you correct with this? He says, I had UC Irvine in the Sweet 16. Okay, wow. You deserve a round of applause for that, because I don't know who would have picked that. So amazing there. My final four, Courtney says, is Duke, UNC, Tennessee, and Texas Tech. I have a coworker that would be very happy to hear that. He's a Texas Tech fan. He's a ride or die Texas Tech fan, all sports. So I know he would be happy to see that. But let me see. In my bracket, my final four is Michigan State, Tennessee, Gonzaga, and North Carolina, obviously. But Mississippi State, I did not see Liberty upsetting Mississippi State. I also didn't see Minnesota upsetting Louisville. Also messed up on Syracuse. I should have picked Baylor. Syracuse has not been the same team this year. Now, on the Midwest bracket, I've totally screwed that one up. Washington, I had Utah State winning. Also, I had Auburn losing in the first round, and that obviously didn't happen. I had Iowa State beating Iowa State beating Ohio State, and I had Wofford losing, and Wofford won. So my Midwest section of the bracket is very screwed up, but we'll keep it moving. My Final Four is still intact, so I can definitely say that. My pop says, with all of these non-championship winning white head coaches in the NBA, Jason Kidd should definitely be a head coach somewhere. I agree with you 100%. I think Mark Jackson should also be a coach somewhere. Courtney says, I got 13 of the 16 Sweet 16 right. Man, I need to get my advice from you, the way you're doing things right now. So I have 4 of the Sweet 16 incorrect right now. So everything's kind of still intact. Let me see where I am in the standings. I'm number 27 in 59 different people. So I'm about midway right now.